Hey everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Thanks for stopping by the channel today for a buyback themed episode. Love my Topps buyback baseball cards. Kind of talked about them on and off many times, and have even done some episodes on them in the history or the past here on the channel. But it's been a while since I did a buyback only episode, so I thought today would take this small box of buybacks that I think I bought over the years on ComC and just kind of rummage through it till about the 10-minute mark. But before we get to that, I have a really exciting stack here of some significant 1990 Topps buybacks that have come in because I am crazily working on a 1990 Topps set all in buyback format. I don't even think it's possible, but I'm trying nonetheless. And I have a small grouping here of either star players or fan favorites, or in many cases, Hall of Famers. So these are going to be big ones to file away into the binder. Just figured I'd record them on video first. We got Juan, the Juan Gonzalez rookie card, RBI machine, and a sweet mustache to boot. Loved this card when I was growing up. Got not a Hall of Famer, but hobby favorite and brief darling of the game, at least in the 80s and early 90s, Eric Davis of the Cincinnati Reds. Great photo there. This is from the 2016 buyback program. And we got Frank Viola. Sweet music here with the Mets. Not the most flattering photograph ever used on a Viola card. And here's where we get into the run of, I believe, Hall of Famers from here on out, concluding with a really big one that I just scored from eBay that I'm pumped about. So we got Craig Biggio. Always love the image and the color match on this one. To me, 90 Topps is hit or miss. Even though I love the set, I'll admit a lot of them are ugly or don't work. But an equal number of them look absolutely awesome, even 30 years down the line here. And this Craig Biggio is definitely an example of that. Same with this Dennis Eckersley. Love that Eck. Miss him as a color commentator already for the Red Sox this year. How about the kid, Gary Carter? This nice blue card here for the Mets. Move some of those others so you can kind of take this one in as it was intended. Great Carter card there. How about a second year big unit, Randy Johnson. Great card there. And then I've got both versions of the Fred McGriff, new Hall of Fame inductee. Got the base card on the right and the All-Star subset on the left. Look at that $1 million smile on the base card. Love that Blue Jays uniform. Really, really cool stuff. Pumped to have both versions of that. Always good when you can get a Hall of Famer. And then this last guy is not in the Hall of Fame, and he's pretty controversial, but he's one of the bigger rookie cards in the set. And this buyback was really tough to find as a result. It took me, I think, 3 years of waiting with a save search and missing one of them. Finally, one surfaced recently. Came to a deal with the buyer for, I think, around $40, which I know a lot of you are going to think is crazy, but if you've ever searched for a particular card for 3 years, then maybe you can appreciate why I just paid for it and got it into the binder. Of course, it's the Sammy Sosa, the Slammin' Sammy rookie card. The Rediscover Topps gold foil buyback from 2017. So nice buyback Sosa rookie card there. And that concludes the little colorful 1990 portion of today's video. I'll get those filed away into the binder after we stop recording. And now let's take the rest of the time that we have and just rummage into this box that just contains a random assortment of buybacks. And wow, we start off with a great one. Couldn't have pulled better. 2012 Topps Big Papi David Ortiz with the Boston Red Sox from the 2016 60th anniversary buyback program. One of my favorite Red Sox players from the era that I watched the most Red Sox action in person. Always going to be a big Ortiz fan for that reason. And that is a killer buyback to put with that Slammin' Sammy Sosa. Go towards the front of the box next. And yeah, keeping them coming on the Red Sox front. How about a 59 Topps? This is a heritage buyback of Jackie Jensen. You can see the 50th anniversary stamp there. This was a 2008 Topps Heritage buyback, which I think was the first year that they did these. So Really, really cool Jackie Jensen card there for the Red Sox and buyback collection. It's awesome. This is clearly a box of kind of like stud buybacks, this small box. So I'm probably going to pull some neat stuff out of here. How about a very, very, very well-loved Tom Brewer? Looks like he's crying ink there, or maybe has like a prison tat of some sort. This card is really beat, but I love the beat up. You know, that's one of the cool things about buybacks to me. Condition goes out the window. Like every one of these cards was already out in the wild and kind of lived one existence as a card and then got purchased back by Topps and sent out all over again. So the ones that are beat up like this, I just figure have more of a story. And I just really, really enjoy them. So cool Tom Brewer there. I don't think this is like a Red Sox only box, but let's see if we can pull a non-Red Sox card. And we do. And we have back-to-back 1960s. How about Eddie Casco and his bifocals, which are the star of the show there. Although I do love that stadium backdrop as well. Is that Wrigley Field? I'm not sure. I'm not the best at old ballpark identification, but maybe somebody can confirm or deny that, or let me know what that is if there's enough there to go on. Great card there from the same program as the Tom Brewer. You can tell these are 2014 buybacks because those use that vintage Topps logo with a 75th stamp inside. So a couple of cool 1960s there. Good stuff. Let's go into the back portion of the box next. We'll do a few more here at least. How about a Cesar Tovar for the Twins from Topps Heritage. This would have been a 2016 Topps Heritage buyback box topper. That was a tongue twister there. Originally a 1967 Topps issue card. Great shoulder patch there as well. Twin Cities shoulder patch. A cool one there. I'm just a sucker. I will pick up any of these Heritage buybacks. If they're like $1 or less, I just can't help myself. All right, let's do the middle portion of the box. And how about Bobby V? Brief tenure and very memorable tenure as a Red Sox manager, but of course, very good player in his own right. Star athlete out of the state of Connecticut, where I grew up. And a great card here and an awesome photo with the San Diego Padres from the first buyback program in 2014. Love the team color match here on the border of the card. And a pretty early Bobby Valentine card there. So cool stuff. We've got some players in here that aren't necessarily Hall of Famers, but cool players in their own right. How about George Smith? I'll tell you what's awesome about this one. Also a Heritage box topper buyback. This is a 1967 Red Sox card. And that means it was issued during the summer of the Impossible Dream season where Yaz led the team all the way to the World Series and an epic Game 7 where they ultimately lost to the St. Louis Cardinals. But nonetheless, it is one of the most famous seasons in Red Sox lore. And so I put kind of a premium on any Red Sox card that is from 1967. So pretty pumped to have that George Smith. We're going to put him back here with Big Papi. All right, let's see what else we have in here. We'll do a couple more. We're try to keep this at like the 10-minute mark. How about a Nails card here? Lenny Dykstra. Love the action shot with the Mets here. You can tell like he just rounded third, it looks like, and he's considering whether to jolt home or not. But that he just looks like energy here, you know, basically bald energy, which is how I think of Dykstra. So that's just a great photo from a classic set, 87 Topps. And let's do one more buyback here and try to keep this under 10 minutes. Final one for today. Really good picture. Shout out to my buddy Sammy at SFI Sports Cards, who I know has talked about this gentleman on more than one occasion, the great Wilbur Wood. The back half of his career here, what looks like a Little League field behind him, and gotta love the Chicago White Sox uniforms with this faux collar thing going on. The White Sox really had some wild looks, and also has like a red raincoat of some sort underneath here, or warm-up jacket. So really interesting look here on this late career Wilbur Wood. Of course, his rookie was in 64, I think, so At this point, he had been in the league for quite some time, over a dozen years, but a very, very effective pitcher and a cool buyback to conclude today's video. So thanks for joining me for this look at some 1990 buybacks and a random rummage. As you can tell, I could probably do a few more of these in the future. Even in this star and significant card box, we've got quite a bit more to cover. And this is not the only box in my drawer of to-be-processed buybacks by any means. So I'll probably try to sneak one of these in from time to time. Really appreciate you sticking by today, or stopping by today, I should say. Hope you saw at least one card or two that interested you, and I will certainly be back in the very near future with some more sports card content. Till then, keep enjoying the hobby, everybody. See ya.